underneath, right? And I'm going to show you all these people underneath. Isaac Shaw, like I said, Isaac Shaw, Jr., you can see he is born on the Shaw Plantation in South Carolina. Okay, he's born on the Shaw Plantation in South Carolina. Okay, and then we can go through his different records, guys. Right? We can go through his. Later in life he served in the colored troops. So once again, I want everybody to know Isaac Shaw is not a white man. These people are not Europeans. The colored troops were reserved for people of African descent. It says it on the documents, guys. This is Isaac Shaw's enlistment paper, right? Right here, Isaac Shaw, company descriptive of the organization named above, right here. That's the organization named above, guys. And then all the coinciding information about him. He was born in Calman, Georgia. This was his occupation. And this is all the coinciding information about him. That is Isaac Shaw, guys. Colored troops, African descent. I'm gonna show you guys the reason why I'm showing you him specifically so we can get some clarity on him. The majority of my ancestors and the majority of Black Americans' ancestors would be people of African descent. So the people, when we fought in the war, we would be under the African descended cohort of colored troops. Okay? He's also listed on federal census, right? So we can see him on the federal census. Well, that's Harry Skin. That's the wrong person. That's Harry Skin. This is the person that I told you about who left Maryland, right, and went to Washington County, Pennsylvania on the Underground Railroad. I have to find a coinciding document. I have to log into my email. So when I log into my email, I'll show you guys. But of course, she marries a man named Jacob Skinner. He was not born Jacob Skinner. He took on her last name because that was what happened when a woman freed a man. So he took on her last name, guys. But I didn't want to show you guys. I wanted to show you Isaac Shaw. Okay, real quick. Go back to Isaac Shaw. This is just seen it. This right here is an example of his wife's pensions papers, right? All right, so he, once again, right? So she had a hard time. She kind of fought for this at the end of her life to get those pension, what she was due based on him serving in the war. All right. So right, once again, this is Mary Shaw. This is my great grandmother. Okay. I take you guys to my tree. Okay. All right. So let me take you to my tree, guys. So if you look at my tree, it's over 800 and some odd people in my tree. Okay, so I have a lot of information. But all these people are all African descendants, guys. Everybody is an African descendant, and we can show overwhelming evidence that these people were all born in Africa. I mean, born of African descent, right? So the challenge was simply to present a person who is not, show a tree and show the majority of these ancestors, these people were not of African descent, guys. Right, let me pull him up real quick. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna tap out for 2 seconds, let y'all talk, so I can pull this primary source of Harriet Shaw and also the book that confirms her life. Right, so 1 second, y'all. Okay, that is his great mother-in-law, Isaac Shaw. Right, that's his mother-in-law right here. She was transported from South Carolina to Georgia. Right, so she was transported from South Carolina to Georgia, and so was her husband. Right, so we have the primary source for that. But I'm trying to find you guys Harry Skinner. All right, so give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull up Harry Skinner, and I will show you guys the primary sources that show that she made it away from the Underground Railroad and was able to attain freedom. All right. And my internet's really, really slow today too, guys. So all these. All right. So anybody have any questions? Does somebody else want to present while they're up here?
Sure. Like show us the African, man. We want to see the African genealogy.
Which one? Yes. So you don't have pilots in the way that we have pilots today. Okay? You don't have pilots the way you have pilots today.
Okay.
That's a quick, easy. That's a teachable moment.
I got a question too. It's not even a question.
We didn't think there was planes during the Civil War flying around, do we?
So look, I want to do a genealogy with the natives who the mod on your panel, Lakota and 2-3 other natives in your comments. I want to compare genealogies with them.
Yeah,
That'd be
absolutely,
fun. Let's do that.
absolutely not. If
Okay.
some pretend,
All right,
I mean,
guys.
Can a man just talk?
It's
if
cool. You can jump in. You can jump
want to
into
walk us through some
Numa
genealogy, they can.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. I heard your question, Naturalista. I heard your question. So, Naturalista, I heard your question. Can you let me reply? Gotcha. Perfect. So in 1863, a pilot primarily referred to someone who guided ships, especially in harbors, rivers, or narrow waterways, rather than operating an aircraft as airplanes hadn't yet been invented. We can look at the primary source. If you don't trust that, it's going to be right here, guys. America's Battle Trust Field is going to break that down. That's the reason why they're using that term. It's a real document. All these are real documents. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was a good enough answer, but I think you had a teachable moment, right? I think it was a teachable moment, right? So let me pull this.
I have a question. I have a question for you, Historic.
I got to pull up. What'd you say?
Historic. I have a question for you,
bro.
So hold on.
Paper, Historic.
What'd you say,
Who's your
Naturalista?
oldest ancestor on your tree?
It's white folks.
No,
This
no.
one.
Your oldest black ancestor on your tree. So
Yeah, his wife, his husband. But once again, y'all, these are the oldest ancestors that I would have. Who's talking? All right, these would be the oldest ancestors I would have on my black side. They would go back to the tail end of the 1700s. So for the white lines that I have a couple of, those lines I'm able to take those lines back to the 1500s, 1600s, right? So this is how far I got back with most of my black lines. About 6 different people that I was able to trace back to the 1700s. They were born in the 1700s. And of course, you obviously stated James Skinner will be one of them.
okay. My oldest.
Harry Skinner will also be one of those people, right? You're gonna have a little bit more of a difficulty getting farther back with some of the black lines because of slavery. So it's gonna be less documentation. So what you will be able to do is I'm able to find people on those slave schedules.
Let me
Okay.
help you out. This is not that hard. I'm able to get to the 1600s with one of my African ancestors. That's just my one. And I'm going to let you into this little secret so you can actually find your ancestors. You have to talk to your cousins that came from these regions where they lived at. If you have a DNA match,
Show it. Can you show it? Because that gave me
I
some time.
did. I showed you my
The
ancestor
black
that came
ancestor in the
from
1600s.
Benin. He was born in like 1630s or whatever time that was.
He had the date and everything, where he came from, his tribe and everything. Literally.
I showed you that.
He showed it from the portal. He showed that from the portal. I have a lot of things from the portal. That's not a primary source.
But he was born. He was still born in that time, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can show a lot of things from the portal.
But he was born in that
that
time.
here that people have on there that my family put on the tree. I can show those things. Multiple.
But this makes sense.
We're not just talking about the portal. We're talking about primary sources.
Where's all the Indian genealogy? Can we see some of that?
I would like a little break so I can pull this.
Like OHF, can you take a break? Because again, all the genealogists, because all the African genealogists. Wait a minute, 1 second, sister Nanta, I'm gonna hand it to you. I just want to say something. I'm gonna hand it to you. I just want to say something. We know that all the African historians, you can literally type in, they're having a production that's happening right now, the Midwest African American Genealogical Society. So we have a plethora of organizations that does our history, that has our history compounded and sourced. Hey,
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
put
show
you in the
your
group.
African ancestry.
I can't talk with no bum ass double digit credit score nigga. Don't
Show,
speak when I'm speaking. Sit your dumb ass down. I'm gonna ask a direct question. Again, though, we know that we have our genealogy all messed up. We know that the historians, we know that Henry Louis Gates is fake. We know that all of that is fake. Walk us through the accurate genealogy and how y'all are doing it. American Indian. Because again, though, I have my computer up and I'm going to follow you through it. I'm going to walk with you to confirm it and I want to see it. Go ahead, whoever's next. And I'll invite whoever up. I just don't want to yell over y'all. Go
Hold
ahead.
on, hold on. Hard story. When I wanted to have this conversation with you, it had to be between you and I. We're going to show our genealogy. Now you have no more pseudo trying to look into people's genealogy and screaming and dropping people.
Oh, tell me
I
you're
don't.
scared without telling me you're scared. Yeah, because I can qualify it.
Oh shit! You funny, bro.
Oh, we want electric slide. We want electric slide out of
Everybody.
this one.
So real quick.
Again, no, like
So
I said, there's a
hold on,
plethora of
y'all.
our
Hold
historians
on,
who
brother.
have
Hold on,
done
hold
our
on.
history. Ma'am, I
Hold
don't
on,
want
brother.
to
Hold on, hold
mute
on, hold
you.
on.
I want you to speak,
Hold
ma'am.
on,
I
hold on,
don't want
y'all.
to mute you.
Hold on,
But
everybody. Hold
show
on,
us your
everybody.
history.
All right,
Show
hold
us
on,
your
everybody.
history.
All right.
Show us
So
your history.
naturally, so
History.
You sassy ass
all right.
bitch.
Show us
So
your
Don't
naturally,
history.
it's people who are pushing it back against and saying I do not have a person who is of African descent in my genealogical records.
Okay, so okay,
So now I'm going
again.
to get
No,
ready to
let
present.
me finish this. Let me finish this
You can
before
go back. You can
you.
get more time if you want more time.
No, 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 no. I just want to say this and make it make sense for you. I just showed, yes, me personally, I have one African ancestor that I just clearly showed you that came from Benin. I have actual evidence that he came from Benin.
You didn't show evidence that it
Now,
came from me. You showed an actual
you right,
user-made
you right,
portal that it
you right,
indicates. I have
you
that
right.
too. I had that too.
No, no, no.
So
That
we're
wasn't no
honoring that.
user
I had that
made.
too.
That came from the church. That came from the church. That document that I showed you, legit. It came from the Natchitoches Historical Society, and um it was translated to English into that PDF format that you've seen
But
on
did the document,
Ancestry.
but
But the
brother,
document itself is in French, which is why I don't have that because it's a French
yeah,
document. You wouldn't
that
be able to
document did
understand
not
it.
specify Africanity specifically, and it's okay.
No, it did not.
It's okay.
It said Negro. It did say Negro. But then
Listen, I'm gonna take you at your
if you
word,
go
brother. I'm
into
not
the other
100%.
documents, let me finish, sir. You could have your time. You gave me my
Do you want to
hour.
present longer?
I didn't even finish my hour. No, I'm almost finished, but
All
I'm
right, I'm
trying
giving
to
you another
make this
try.
one point before I let you go. Okay, so what I was just showing you was clearly this ancestor of mine, Mary Lucette Lecomte. She's listed as mulatto. Her daughter and her granddaughter are both listed as Negro. If you go back to her ancestry, she has white and Native American ancestors. That's it. That's what I was showing you. I did show you an African ancestor. It was listed as Negro because that's what the document said. Now, there are other documents for this same guy. I thought I had it in my tree, but I don't. It said that he came from Benin. It said that he came from Ketu, that he was a Ketu Ewe. This is why I know his tribe because it specified who said it. Saint Denis. Who was Saint Denis? His enslaver. How did Saint Denis get this information when he went to Alabama in 1719? And Franny was listed as Powhatan. Francois was listed as an Ewe. That's how we know he came from Africa. It wasn't listed as Guinea. It wasn't listed as this, that, third, or African, Negro. None of that is specified exactly who he was and what he did. There's also an oral
On
story
the
that
user friendly document, right? On the user made document, which is okay. On the
it,
user made document. Am I
what are
correct?
you talking? No, it's not a user
So,
made
so
document. The
once
document
again,
that I'm talking about that
are you referring to something that was done in the ancestry portal?
no, this is a
All right, put
this
that.
from the slave. I don't have it on here actually. I was showing you. that with everything I got. Now
So
on that picture that
you
I
don't have to prove it. Which is okay.
actually you go to my other page. Go to my other page, Laboris. I have that all. I have a collage of all my ancestors. It's a booklet. You can look at that. It will tell you if you want to. No. He got time to look at it himself. He could look at it. I gave him great. I could. You go to Laboris, my other page, and look at it. It will show you right there that he came from Benin. It will show you right there that he was a Ketu. It will show you right there that he came from the Ketu village. That he was prominent in voodoo and probably related to the prince or something shit out there. I don't know. That's just an assumption that was passed on by the family. That has not been confirmed yet. Now, for his wife, there is actual document that said that she was Powhatan. I don't have that either. I'm sorry. I'm looking into that right now to get it. I lost it, to be honest with you. But on that record, it said that when he went to go purchase her in Alabama at the slave auctions, it has her listed as Powhatan, has him, her husband listed as Edward. This is how we know this stuff. We're not just making up stuff. Again, this is why I'm enrolled. This is why my family has been enrolled into this tribe for about a decade now, because we have this information and his council
What's the
members
tribe
and
you're
all
enrolled
of
in,
that.
brother? What's the
They're not this
tribe that you're
tribe of
enrolled in?
Louisiana, sir. Yes, say recognized tribe. We are trying to get federally recognized. We're on the process of doing that, actually.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So let me right here. I got a couple things I want to pull up. So
But can you just acknowledge the fact that I did show you someone who is listed as a Negro who has indigenous ancestors?
you said somebody who's listed as Negro.
Hmm.
You said
That's what I
somebody.
did. I showed you someone else listed as Negro that has indigenous ancestors. Ancestors.
And the person was the father was a mulatto. Their parent a mulatto.
The person, yes, the mother and father were listed as mulatto, but guess what?
Okay.
But guess
Yes.
what? Okay, listen. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. The father's listed as white and the mother's listed as mulatto. The mother's grandparents, both her parents and her grandparents, all indigenous.
Dude, you black.
I know I'm
Yeah.
black.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
you told the
asking.
Africans in his
He
genealogy.
don't.
It was
He
cool.
don't sound like a black dude to me. Like, I don't really.
I know people say I sound Mexican. I get that all the time. Thank you.
You're not
Now
black, bro.
let's get
That's all I got to say right now.
historic. Drop his
You're
ass. He's
not black,
wasting
bro.
my time.
That's all right. It's cool. It's cool. Everybody, if y'all want to, good fellow panel up now. All right. I'm gonna let everybody ask
No,
questions.
no. You're gonna show your